Hi friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Nessa and today I am playing Esoteric Ebb. So I heard a lot of great things about this game, especially from Hannah, who is from Blue Sky. So thank you so much, Hannah. I'm going to be playing this and making a first impressions on this video. Let's go ahead and start a new game and see what we find on this new adventure. I'm so excited to put my proficiencies and just play a little bit of tabletop. Let's see. Lore. Every shepherd knows the song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. Thorn is Lamet. Folk prayer. Ooh, strength. Measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. Oh, interesting. Let me see. Uses. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items, be violent and or manly, use in encounters, religious fervor and aesthetic nationalism, increase manhood. Role. A high strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, prays to his dead god, use brute forces on puzzles, punches big bad evil guys in the face. Yes. Wants to become a real human hero, loves quests, simple as. A low-strength cleric is a weak, sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, cannot handle banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, and does not care about quests. Oh, this is so interesting. Hold up, there's so... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna spend like 5 hours on this. Okay, so dexterity. It is imperative to simply explain to these people they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. Meriadic Moonwatch, sight beyond reeds. Dex measures natural reactivity, balance and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It's that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you, to grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good. To progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. Interesting. Uses, you can steal anything. That's always why people go for Dex, because they can steal, pick locks, sneak, dodge traps, roll initiative, and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary and just run away, dummy. Okay, yeah, that's fair. A high Dex cleric votes for the revolutionary free striders, collects piles of shiny coin, acts first in every encounter, avoids trouble before it brews, always has a witty reply, looks out for himself, and takes a big risk and wins every time. That sounds good. I like winning every time. A low Dex cleric takes big risks and fails every time, doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball, figuratively and literally, is slow, mentally and physically, is dirt poor, very embarrassing. Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. The hedonist, a blind manifesto. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. That makes me sad, but yeah, I could see that, yes. So listen to your gut, that instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of the fleshy logic, simple, easy, truthful constitution. Uses, okay, needed for hit point, control your body, and its esoteric connection. Your political party rolls 2% last week and you don't care. Oh, polled. Okay, yeah, we don't really care about political parties if we do constitution. Pain is good for you. Okay. High con cleric keeps forgetting there's an election, focuses on the good things in life, is tougher than entropy, keeps his neuroticism in check, talks with the spirits in the wall, listens to his gut, is already dead. What? Oh. A low constitution cleric will die. Panics over everything, listens to his gut and is wrong, has no control of his bodily functions, cannot handle the pain, has no special connections with walls. Oh, okay. Do I want a connection with walls? Ooh, intelligence. Usually, for me, whenever I play tabletop RPGs, I love wizards and sorcerers and anything kind of magical leaning. So I'll do warlocks, druids, wizards, sorcerers, things like that. Because I'm just comfortable with it. It's just what I value. So for intelligence, a glorious design, let those who learn lead. Through merit of ability and nothing else, Lord Phileas Prax, Autobiography Prax. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull. But why? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego. That's right. Knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it's only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. As a cleric of high intelligence. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells, think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete the megocratic return. Vote for yourself. Ooh, I can vote for myself? Oh yeah, because I want to lead the masses. That's good. Be a genius without peers. That can get lonesome. A high int cleric votes for the best wizard. You. Despises and envies the gods. Solves every mystery with ease. Masters arcane magic. Spouts historical facts for hours. Is dismissive toward those lessers and just knows everything. A low int cleric knows nothing. Is both ignorant and confident. Oh no, that's a very deadly combination when you don't know something but you're super confident on it. Makes up tidbits to seem smart, is barely sentient, cannot intentionally solve mysteries, is an idiot. Duh. Wisdom. The large crumble upon their heavy forms, the mystical falters at the crucial point, the small rise to the occasion. Halfweed's poem. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you empathic bonds with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people, for good or bad, and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folks to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods know how hard you try. This is like true cleric, I would say, because usually in other tabletop RPGs, clerics have high whiz uses. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells, be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. Oh, there are no big bad evil guys, just big bad guys that sometimes do evil things. Roles. A high whiz cleric votes for the Asgalian Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces his feminine side, follows his bleeding heart, masters primal magic, reads body language like a champ, notices all details. A low whiz cleric is an oblivious fool, misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. There's something. Anyways, charisma. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folks, to think them capable of making rational and informed decisions devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. It is frankly inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of a Statesman. Charisma measures your elegance, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will. Like a chameleon, become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Interesting cleric's take on charisma. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores near you. Oh, that's, discount. With every conversation, say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become a political force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. Yeah, that's fair. A high charisma cleric votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child. Wow. This is the only one that was socialized as a child. Everyone else is just doing their own thing. Knows what to say to win favors. Can actually flirt with some baddies. Loves to mind control people. Sees truth as a suggestion. Has no soul. Okay, yeah, that's fair. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies, fears conversation, is like the opposite of a skilled orator, and has no style. Oh no. Background focus, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, punching bag. I'm gonna read everything first and then we'll choose, okay? Punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Oh, that's sad. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivates you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Ooh. Kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up in the Darrowian library. The strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Oh, that's pretty much me in the library. Crowd pleaser. And inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. As Gallus activist, your friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos, and worse, dwarf propaganda. But is it good dwarf propaganda or bad dwarf propaganda? Earthguard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training drilled on the city code and virtues. But you survived. One friend. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage as always. Wait, did I ever get my friend? No? Aw, that's sad if I never got my friend. Acolyte, your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Ooh, lots of strength here. I guess the tomes are heavy. Tower apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you, who'd have thought lectures were so draining. Arcane prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Palace pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicalings of superiors. Despite your best efforts, it never ended well for you. Oh. Fateful harbinger. There's nothing wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You are isolated among your peers. Makes sense. Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Wow, there is so much background. This is super cool, actually. I love this. I love how many choices you get. I haven't even created anything yet. I'm just reading. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side. The emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for a dereliction, no one's spoken up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earthguards, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? Oh, so you can actually just be dead. That's interesting. Wow, that's a lot. What do I do? Let's look. Because, I do like the thought of having high intelligence again, but I do like also having high charisma in these types of solo games because being able to talk to people is really important to me. So I feel like having more charisma and wisdom would get me farther, but I also want some dex. So crowd pleaser. Yeah, okay, we'll go with activist. So let's see. Let's do charisma. What? Oh, because I have points. I got it. Okay, so 15 charisma. Let's do 12 dex. And then definitely need some constitution. And we're gonna need strength. So do 12 strength. And do I want to be intelligent? I don't think my person needs to be that intelligent. So we'll do that. Maybe I'll just do 13 dex. 15 charisma. Okay, that looks good. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The dumbest cleric imaginable, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Oh no, I'm the dumbest. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. And remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris. And if you ever feel lost in the lore, just keep in mind you've got 6 intelligence. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty dumb. But it's okay, that's good. I love that. I love playing like a dumb character. Oh, speak with the dead. I'm so excited. Oh, do I have to like... See, that's how dumb I am. I thought it was a cutscene. Jor, truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? I failed? I failed at my name? Oh, this is going well. Right, your name. It's one of those Norvikian names. Starts with an R. Rag, is that it? Don't think you're called that very often. No, you're not. Which is quite embarrassing when you think about it. Rag? Doesn't sound right. Of course not, for you are the cleric. Please stop yelling that all the time. Hey, respect the helm. The cleric, I like that. You are often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Right, correct. Your answer, another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? Oh, good. I was like, am I not gonna know my name or my occupation? What is this, an interrogation? Yeah, look around. It's more than darkness, it's nothing, all around you. Yeah, what's an occupation in this context? This is for sure about your job. You know, the job. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. I have a very important job to do. You do, and it'll be a great payday. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Goal? Would be nice to get out of this dark pit for one. We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The goblin chieftain, she needs you. To find the goblin chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is a setup, it has to be. The National Party of Norvik, of course. It is the Asgalis, yes, they are decent, possibly. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We are free to make our own choices thanks to the revolutionary freestriders. Elections are exhausting. I don't know any of these words. Yeah, I'm not that smart, right? Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. And I think you know exactly what that is. Yeah, actually, I'm apolitical. Perfection. No one can get mad at you and everyone will love you. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Oh, I'm dead? Following your convictions. Now's your chance. Break free. I died when he died. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I am not dead. Yeah, and I don't think I'm dead because I said it. So now I have to come back to life. You know, that's how it works. Do I? Oh, okay. That was a great introduction. I love how Disco Elysium coded this is. So cool. Look at me falling. Aw. I think that's me. Ooh. Where am I? I'm just like in the water, but also in space, in the void, maybe? Super cool. Look at all these wonderful people who worked on this game. Love it. Is that time? Am I going back in time? I must, right? No? Okay, never mind. I'm just fallen into nothingness. Oh, that's so cool. Look how artistic this is. It's great. Esoteric Ebb. Where am I? Whoa, that's a lot of apples. A lot of apples. Oh, I think they saved me. That's really nice of them to have saved me. Day 1, March 22nd. You... ... A fresh start. Okay. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you slept for days. Don't sleep in the armor. A true man always does. Ready for your glorious quest to continue? Yeah, check my stuff. What stuff? Your hands start around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Yeah, let's look around. A circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpse. Wait, what's this about a quest? Oh yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Earth be blessed. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your thoughts are scattered, but your mind is fine. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop. The tea shop? Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or two. Just a job? So I've done this before. A quest? I like those. Wait, how much time do I have? So, to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. Move on. Okay, yeah, how much time do I have to do this quest? Until the election. Duh. Which is in 6 days. Oh, no. No, it's not. What the hell? It's in 5 days. Depends on your definition. Definition of what? Time? The patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new choices and dialogues. Okay, just a job. I've done this before. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the towers. A quest. I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. Okay, let's go. More or less. Need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also BS politics involved here. You'll love it. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. It's just a lot too. You feel dizzy. Oh no. The weight of the Earthguard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here, and corpse. Corpse? What the hell is this place? If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Okay, let me rub my temples. As you do, your fingers touch upon a cold steel. It's covering your entire head. Okay, can I take it off? No! I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Oh wow, DC 20? All of them? Not yet. I get experience. Can't wait until you do. Okay, thank you. Let's leave. Is this a body? It looks like a body. Let's see. Engage. Let's talk to the body. You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of a someone. How's this guy sleeping down here? Sir, you can't sleep down here? Ah, I see. It must be normal to take naps down here. Let him sleep. He must be having a rough day. Yeah, sir, you can't sleep. I don't know. I don't know this place. I guess I'll say it must be normal. No response. Give it up. Nothing to gain here. Sir, please don't ignore me. Silent treatment, huh? No breathing, no movements, nothings. Oh, he's dead. No, duh. Oh, okay. I should stop messing with the corpse. Ooh, what's this? The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, is covered in rotten apples. A sacred shrine left in this state is an insult to Earth and all of its people. These old things are still around, huh? Are these rare? Can I pray here? To what, exactly? To Earth, of course. Yeah, Earth. Yeah, let me pray to Earth. You may pray as you wish. Okay, yeah, it's in a poor state now. Indeed. Yet you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's stream afloat. The city is lost, but is not yet lost. How poetic. You're always aware the city is very much in need of change. Change from what? An honorable lifestyle? A peaceful city for humans to prosper in? Change from stagnation and a mire of decay. Earth's crusade brought triumph. The corruption brought after his falls due to exactly that kind of filthy rhetoric. Oh, okay. You're certainly allowed to be wrong in your opinion here. Yeah. This is giving me a headache. Politics is exhausting. Yeah, stop complaining. Won't solve anything. True, but you must stay vigilant. Do not let free striderism destroy your way of life. More like, don't stand in the way of your people's prosperity. You stubborn idiot. You greedy filth. Okay, let's leave the apples. Might as well. Leave the whole thing to rot. Embarrassing. Okay, let's kneel. Move on. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Oh, cool. Prepare spells. Wait, can I heal here through divine assurance or something? Yeah. Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. Of course you can heal here, but only if you pray hard enough. DC 16. Okay, let's pray hard. Woo! I prayed hard enough. You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eyes, and you remember the words. Chant, watch upon me, Earth, shepherd of his folk. You're filled with a spirit of nostalgia and power. Let me pick up the burdens, lend me your strength. Yay! You feel reinvigorated. This is it. This is the prayer of healing. Oh, I gained an item. Yes, indeed. Sadly, you're unable to cast second level spells at this time, but it won't be long until you'll be able to. Okay, cool. Let's prepare spells. Preparing spells. To the right, you may view a list of all your available spells. In order to cast spells, you need to first prepare them by approaching shrines, which are scattered around the city. For each spell you wish to prepare, fill its empty slot to the right. You may only prepare a spell if you have a spell slot of the corresponding level available. Spell slots. To the bottom left, you may view your current spell slots. I have 3 first level spell slots right now. Each circle represents 1 slot, which you may expend to cast a spell. You may only cast spells when there's a use for them. When a spell is castable during specific situations and dialogues, the spell tile button of that particular spell will be lit up. Spell tile buttons can be found next to your spell slots once you have finished preparing your spells. So let's do Cure Wounds, of course. And then I can't do Prayer of Healing yet, so let's finish. What's this? Behold, a very important piece of paper. Can I pick it up? Trifle. Voting card. -1 intelligence. Oh, okay. What is a voting card? A scuffed voting card made out to Rang Hemlin is from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your vote is to be heard. You picked up that surprisingly thick piece of paper without shaking a hand. 5 EXP. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says Ross Court in big bold lettering. Oh right, there's an election. Oh, it was nice not to think about it for once. You prepared all your life for this. It's time for change, baby. Yeah, we've never had time for this before. Neat. Very neat. Finally, your voice will be heard. How does this work? After you pick it up at the district office, you only need to check the box of one for the 5 parties. Then you deliver it on election day to a polling place. Although, in your case, you need to write the name of the party you want in the corner, along with the signature. Since you filled out every box, like an idiot. Oh. Let's look at the parties. Nationalist Party of Norvik. Free Strider Revolutionary Party. Asgullus Workers' Party. Agrarian Rural Party. All these parties sound dreadful. Arcanus Party of Magic. Oh, maybe not that one. And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want or just leave it empty for a no vote. The box next to each party is filled in with a smudged checkmark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor is on the line. You should jump ship to the winner. That's the Free Strider's ideal, baby. Okay, cool. Great. Are these all the parties? Yes, all of them. At least that you know of. Okay, cool. Good to know. Hello? Are you a corpse? You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What is your name, good sir? He does not even turn to look at you. Why is this man not listening to me? Wait, is this a zombie? Sir, are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan? How disappointing. I found this voting card over there. Is it yours? The zombie does not even grunt in your direction. He keeps working, slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. Okay, cool. What do I want to do? You're very rude, did you know that? I'm thinking of voting for the Nationalists. They've got good plans for the future of the city. The Free Strider Revolution will be good for the city, I think, don't you? We need to establish an Asgullus government. It's the only way for us average peasants to not fall back into the oppression of feudalism, or worse, magocracy? I don't have a political opinion, so I guess I don't need this voting card. Yeah, you're very rude. The zombie appears to rattle a bit. Nope, I just found another out-of-place apple. I don't want to vote for the Nationalists. I think For the People's good too. Okay. The zombie just keeps moving apples. The social democratic model of the dwarves is ingenious, just balanced enough to work with our human dwarven majority populace. A true working class revolution is clearly needed. Cooperative ownership of the guilds is the first step. Just like Earth established with Norvikian collectivist agriculture. Oh my goodness. As long as we don't collapse like the original Asgullian Undercoast state did, or the Vizca kingdoms, or the 3 wings of Divinitorum, or the, yeah, let's do 2. The fleshy ball plank does not reply or counter your words. Am I boring you? The zombie carefully places another apple at the top of the pile. He does not have an opinion of any kind. Okay, should I defeat the zombie? Yes, it is only just. Undead are not to be allowed in Norvik. Guy's not harming anyone. Honestly, he's probably a more protective member of society than you. Ooh, no offense. Okay, cool, I'm just gonna go away. He clearly has a job. Oh no, he won't move though. Dude, can you move? At least? Can I trifle? Oh my gosh, is he gonna... Yay! I just took his tooth? I took a wisdom tooth off a zombie. Oh my gosh. Yes, do I equip this wisdom tooth? Ew. Ew. Okay. Can you move? Do I need to attack him? No. Maybe, let me see if I can go up here. There's clearly a path up. Maybe I don't need to attack him. Let's go. Where are we now? Good morning, cleric. Who are you? Viskin, the local mortician. A pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms. Busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. That symbol, it's on a lot of official documents of the city. That is the Great Perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I'm Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I could do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. His smile causes you to stir, a deep feeling of unease, as if it was almost there, but just not quite. I have a lot of questions. Perfectly understandable. I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet. Okay, so how did I end up in a river? Not a river, the river. I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad? Sounds like the start of a great drinking story, and then I woke up in a lich house tale. You don't have a lot of those, so that's good. Yeah, perhaps there's an esoteric explanation to all of this. Perhaps you would know, cleric. So, I am in fact alive. The pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. Perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. Okay, cool. And he said he didn't know. He didn't ask their name. Alright, let's go. I have some other questions, I think. Do you now? DC 31. Figure out what's weird about this guy. I am not gonna make that. No way. That's godlike wisdom. Wow. I do want to just do it though, just to see what happens when you fail. I mean, you glare at the pale man who keeps working on his documents for approximately 2 minutes. Eventually, you feel stuck in your thoughts. I don't mean to imply. I know there's more than honorable Earthguard members, my good cleric. However, you must certainly have more important things to do on a day like this. He's correct. Maybe you can get back to this later. Some dice checks are locked on failure and can be attempted again later. These checks are unlocked on a long or short rest or by spending shards of Jor, but a roll with a very high DC should probably be lowered before attempting again. Okay, yeah, I require assistance with things. Of course, cleric. Anything for the city. I don't know where to go. Your shaky voice makes you sound positively forfeited. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there's a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. Oh yeah, what rumor? Just common murmurings. Lady Mishka, Sageleaf is her name. She's down in the goblin garden. Goblins are green! My intelligence, oh my gosh. Of course you've heard of her. Lady Sageleaf is quite famous. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that one. They call her the Dragon of Tolstad. Okay, the goblins live in a garden? Well, not quite. You'll see when you get there. And when you do, make sure to pay your respect. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I would even go so far as to call her the de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. Wait, this is part of the job? Talking with some petty goblin queen? You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad, the pale man says and keeps scribbling on his paper in front of you. He does not value your time. Okay, cool. That's all the help I can need. I'll figure it out. Great. I'm gonna go. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. Or would that be an improvement? What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party has been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Oss to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chambers. Ah, so that they could dry, since they were wet. How good. No, 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 you don't do that. No way. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, you should go. Yeah, did I have weapons? None. I'm afraid they may be at the bottom of the river Torna. Damn, you'll have to pick something new. Maybe a warhammer? Good. You do not need arms in the city. You need heart. Oh, shut up. A good blade can make anyone speak. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. Unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave. Now. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. To do so, either double-click or hold shift the left trigger. Okay, cool. Are these my spellbook pages? They look like it. Trifle. Incense. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Is this my spellbook? Wait, is that ruined prayer book? I don't need that. Ah, no. Go. Just staring at this prayer book. Tray of old incense. Some of it is still usable. What is this? The red eye of earth. Okay. Jor left his mark across the bands. Today, it is a universal sign of magic. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. Wait, where are my spellbooks? I had a cloak, right? Maybe it's still downstairs. Let me see. Is this my stuff? An apple. Looks better than the one in the pile. Okay, cool. Got an apple. It's my cloak over here. That's yours, isn't it? The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh. It is light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you can still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Yeah, let's wring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. Beware, someone must have mixed water and salt here. A foul alchemical concoction. It's still quite wet. Okay, weigh it. It is heavy. Okay, should I wear this? No. Of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue and ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. But I'm not a rogue. Sorry, the word I'm not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. Oh, well, I guess I am a rogue. You don't tell me what to do. Yeah, that's not so pedantic. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. Yes, you're very lucky. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go put on your cloak and rob some people, reallocate some resources. Alright, let's leave. Cool. What's this pile? What's this? Divine scripture where it does not belong. Let me just take that. Shield of faith. Oh, shield of faith. A great mountain of apples. Okay, cool. Let's leave now. Yeah. Cool. Now where is my spellbook stuff? Actually don't know. He said it was laid out, but I don't see it. Human no cause trouble. What is this? An unlocked chest full of strange rocks. Ost, Chief of Security. Oh. Is there anything in here? Shards of ice. Can I take this? Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Even the small blade can fell a giant. Watch out for this one. Master says you behave. Aw, you're adorable. The kobold glares at you. A battle of will, do not give in. Oh yeah, glare back. Your eyes meet each other, still, ever vigilant. Keep glaring. The kobold does not move. Glare some more. Yep, you're staring at each other. You're doing it. Glare. Eyes meet eyes. Glare, glare. You're looking at a kobold's yellow eyes. Stare in an angry or fierce way. Looking harder. Lean into the kobold's stern face. You should probably stop this. The kobold meets your gaze and keeps meeting it. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything more out of this. Fair. The kobold looks at you with a cold expression, determined, confident. I have some questions for you. Short questions, go. Yeah, how'd you get this gig? Not gig. What is it then? I'm a devoted servant for master. Keep going. So you're a slave? Not slave. And your master is Master Viskin. And he owns you. Not owned, served. So you're being paid. Yes, paid well. Must be very well for such fierce devotion. He gives you an expression that could be described as a frown. That is, if it looked in any way different from his regular expression. Where were you when the tea shop incident occurred? Incident. Tea shop blow up? Boom. Okay, big boom? Big boom. When it happened, I was on water lane, on mission. Okay, a mission? Not mission, I meant to say errand. Okay, what were you doing? Milk? Doing milk? Deliver. I'm not sure I want to know. You deliver milk? Yes, I hustle. This kobold just keeps getting better and better. I want to know a lot less. Yeah, I want to ask questions about the milk. The kobold stares at you. Do you like milk? No. Milk is a form of pure vitality, nature's most precious liquid. Yeah, I also don't like milk. I'm so charismatic. You smirk, a confident laugh escapes your lip, then you turn towards the ceiling, smiling. I also don't like milk. Your comment has made a dent upon the world. What a stance as a human, who could have ever thought such a thing about you? Win them over with lies and deceit, control them through flattery and love. The kobold stares at you with awe in his yellow, expressionless eyes. Where does the milk come from? Cows. Just cows? Just. Okay, and who buys the milk? Humans. Waterlane humans. They pay money for fresh milk before dawn. Side hustles are always smart. You should do a milk run later. It pays. Do you produce milk? That's a weird question to ask, okay? No. Can I have some milk? No. Valiant effort. Okay, cool. I don't have anything else to ask about milk. Okay. Wait, did he give me milk? Thank you. Yes, thank you. This knowledge will be very useful. You should totally find out more about this. Could be a big moneymaker. Okay, so I know about milk delivery at water lanes now. That's pretty cool. You wouldn't actually shoot me, would you? No promise. It's so hard to take you seriously when you're so cute. Do you have a license for that crossbow? Is there a crossbow license? Yeah, you're cute. That is what crossbow is for. I think he's threatening you, but it's hard to pick up over how adorable he is. Can I borrow your crossbow? Human is kidding? Not funny. You would make a greater use of it than this puny creature. Just take it. The kobold snorts. Go away. Don't let this slide. Just take the crossbow. Yeah, let's try to convince him. The kobold stares at you. Oh, how do we do this? Appeal to his better nature? I don't know. Stealing would be evil, so just demand it loudly. That's not... No, please don't. Yeah, let's find a reasonable argument with the lie. No! My charisma failed me. Give me the crossbow. If you don't hand it over, I'll tell Viskin you called him stupid. It's the law. You must always hand your weapons to city officials when asked. Yeah. Not law, you lie. That would be a pretty dumb law, to be fair. Go away. Well, that was a failure. Better find some other way of getting the crossbow. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? Please? No. It wasn't a question. The kobold stares at you for a moment. Yes, it was. A rhetorical question, so yeah, the kobold is technically correct. Can I just take it? You see the kobold stare at you as you approach. Don't think it, he says, glaring. Okay, just go for it. The crossbow isn't even loaded. Okay. Wait, am I just gonna knock him out and take a crossbow? You look down at the crossbow with a sort of glance that can only say one thing. Ois recoils. No! Bad cleric! Let's go! What? 24? No, let's not go. Let's go. Let's run away. Oh no. You grab the crossbow. Yes, defeat the little green one. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're not fast enough. Ah, darn. Dang. How did he roll so high? The kobold attempts to scratch your hands. Let go! He gets a nasty hit in. Ouch. It's mine. Your turn to act. What will you do? Ask him nicely to let go. Put all your might into a final finisher. You can do it. Ask him nicely. Ooh, destabilize the box. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's easy. The box. Please let go. But you're so dreadfully powerful already. Do you really need this old crossbow? You don't need a weapon to destroy a weak and pathetic human like me. Very true. He seems to enjoy the ideas you're inserting into his mind. The tension rises, blood pumping. Be ready. Even angrier this time, the kobold attempts to snap at you with his maw. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's a lot. He chomps down on your gloved hand. A shooting pain goes up your arm. Ew, tastes like cow. It aches. You need to hold out. Cleric, stop. I order, stop. Hold out. Make it an endurance. Come up with an actual plan, yeah. No. No. So stupid. You rack your mind for solutions. Nothing. It's empty. How's this possible? Don't worry, I got an idea. Oh? Tell him in a sultry tone. If you won't give it to me, you might as well shoot me. Lick the crossbow. Just scream for a while. That should work. Yeah, lick it. You forcefully press your helmet against the top of the crossbow, realizing too late that you cannot physically lick the surface due to the iron plate. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. You lift your head to the sight of a very confused kobold still struggling against you. What was your plan here, exactly? I figured he wouldn't want it if I licked it. Ah, smart of you. It would have been a masterful plan if the helmet didn't get in the way. You don't get crossbow. The tension rises, blood pumping. Be ready. The kobold attempts to grab something in his side. Wait, why? Oh no. You realize now where the crossbow is aimed. But it's not loaded. Os reaches forwards with incredible dex. He's reloading in one swift motion. Bad cleric! The kobold roars as he squeezes the trigger. Ah, no. Oh, good, death save. Avoided exhaustion. Direct hit, but somehow you open your eyes. How is human? Sent straight into your gut, the bolt got caught in your chainmail. The force was tremendous, however. You stand. Okay, sure, let's do it. I mean, I got this far, I guess. This is like sunken cost fallacy. Oh my god. I'm such a failure. You take a deep breath. The air tastes like failure as your grip of the crossbow loosens. You fall back, defeated. The kobold snorts and clutches his precious weapon. Do again and you will be dead, okay? Get up from your failed state. You do that. You get up. You get up from your failed state. The kobold looks at you smugly with an expressionless expression. Okay, sorry. Wow, that sucked. That sucks so bad. I can't believe that happened. Oh my god. Why? Why am I like this? Okay. Can I cure my wounds? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm leaving. It's just whatever. Is this the city? Tolstad. Oh, look, it's the dwarves. I think this is the one political party whose name I forgot. Don't look at me. I'm just looking around right now. Ooh, graffiti. That is cool graffiti. goblin artwork. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky as the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Can you call this art? What does it mean? Yeah, what does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing really. That goblins are artists? All folks seek a belief they have simply made one of this supposed dragon lady. They should worship Earth instead. There we go, back to insanity. Place my hand on the wall. You take a step forward, the painted stone surface is smooth. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Yeah, tell me your secrets. Oh, now I roll really well, okay. You sense a crack in the wall. It wasn't there before. Then you hear a voice, a faint voice, a hoarse voice. Secrets end when spoken. Talking to walls now? Awesome. Who built you, wall? A god. Cool it with the heresy. I'm a devoted servant of Earth and I don't listen to other god. Yeah, which god? Eomestra. Never heard of that god. Sounds like a weak god to have been forgotten like this. What's it like being a wall? Nothing. Nothing good or nothing bad? Nothing. In isolation. What do you know about Norvik? Nothing. Do you know what Norvik is? No. How old are you? 15 times Aline's. How many years is that? 2,000. Oh wow. What's your name? Chauncey. I don't have an opinion on that name. Okay. Why am I asking a wall's name? Oh my gosh, what is this game? Okay, what's your political affiliation, Chauncey? Fear. Are you sure you understand the question? Yes. Alright then. Okay, that's all the questions I have, wall. Give it a pat. Okay. The cracks disappear as quickly and silently as it came to. Then silence. Nicest wall you've ever met. Bow to the wall. Thank you for your time. Okay, I just talked to a wall. Very nice. Hello. Raxo Pencil Wing. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. He's just a little guy with wings reading his little newspaper. The fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. Hey, little guy, why aren't you on my shoulder? That's a terrible thing to say to probably a grown fiend. Hello, I'm from the local government. A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. The paper is actually a torn out page from a magazine. I've paid my taxes. You can move on. He can always pay more. I'd agree with that opinion if my pouch wasn't so devoid of coin. Wink. Yeah, I'm not from the Tith House. You're not? The fiend says and glares at you. Wait, he says, leaning in to get a good look at you. Oathguard? A cleric? How's you doing here? This little man looks sunburnt. Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since the city let the goblins and feastriders run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss ass. We need some damn order in this place. Wise words. So if you need any legal advice, just let me know. He gives you a tiny sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. A good little devil. Be careful, devilish advice can bite you really quick. You can hear out any advice, just don't listen to it blindly. Yeah, can you give me free legal advice? Oh yes, I'll gladly assist a member of the Earth Guard any day. Just ask. Are you a barrister? A tiny barrister? No, I have no legal position within the city. I'm just fairly knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. He shows you a foul grin. Yeah, who are you voting for? What am I voting for? Same as you, the little devil said with a laugh. The good guys. And that means... the city, duh. The elites are quite literally feeding my troves at this point. You think I'd vote for someone to topple them? Voting in his self-interest, as anyone reasonable would do. Oh, wise choice. Gotta vote for the little guy, eh? He lets out a evil cackle. What a nice guy. My strength, oh my gosh. Anyways, you wanted something else? Yeah, what's it like being a little red guy? You want an honest answer or the one I tell my clients? Honest one? Okay, let me put it like this. It sucks. A lot. Do you know what it takes to get a promotion these days? Tell me, brother. Is it expensive? Oh, I wish. We're talking decades of servitude to some sadistic person that wants to return the Gregorian's greatness or some stuff like that. And then, after risking your life and humiliating yourself, there's a chance this guy will put in the effort of promoting you. And if you're unlucky, you'll turn into a bug. Or worse, something without wings. Yeah, tell me about these promotions. Sorry, forgot that not everyone knows how devil can work. Let's put it like this. Devils have a ranking system. Some are lower, some are higher. Only way to get higher and metamorph into a really powerful creature is to be promoted by someone with a higher rank. But hey, could be worse, he says. Cackle, could be a demon. So what do you do in your spare time? Calligraphy. He likes drawing. How quaint. A true man knows the value of lettering. Oh, and I do love me some reading. Gaining access to the Darwowian library changed my life. So what kind of work do you do? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, he says and smirks. So what do you do? Me? I do scribing most days. Got some connections within the palace, and believe me, that's got me through some pretty tough times. See, whenever some rich person needs a legal draft in a hurry, who do they send for? The guy with the wings, that's who. That sounds profitable. Sure is, although there's a lot of time spent waiting around too. So I picked up some hobbies. Okay, cool, I'm done. He throws up his little arms in the air. It's over, by the gods. So dramatic. Love the little guy. Okay, you hear about the tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Halstead. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, haven't seen a blast zone like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but the little fellow trusts you. He is your friend. Oh. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball, but not the kind you get from trigger-happy pit fiends. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Be careful, cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that's all big cover-up. Wouldn't it be the first time a city-trained spellcaster got a little off the hinge? There is corruption in every system, even in the great city of Norvik. Other than that, not to be self-incriminating or anything, but could be a fiend, or an elemental, I mean. Waterlane has shipments from Kargamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through? Who knows? Evil elementals on the loose. That'll be a story, right? But I suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, huh? He gives you an ominous cackle. Okay, should I invest in stocks? Oh ho ho. I do not give or have ever given investment advice. But, yes, he looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, cleric? I don't share with anyone, little red man. Okay, some basics then. Popularized by late Divine Era human adventure companies, a share is essentially a percentage of an ownership of a certain venue. Could be a guild, could be a company, or a specific adventure, something that is supposed to grow over time, so you can increase the value of your securities in that venture. It's a risky way to increase your capital without actually doing any real work. Gods, this devil is good. Learn from him. Okay, so why is it risky? Sounds like free money. Good question. Imagine you invest in an adventuring party. They head into the Verdun Hills to dive into some Gate-era tomb or an esoteric area filled with talking cats. Something weird and dangerous, but with potential for a lot of cool treasure to be found and brought back. There's a major chance that those adventurers die on their journey. If they do, you lose all that money you invested. They could make it back, in which case you get a percentage of the treasure based on your share, but how often do adventurers come back with a bunch of treasures these days? Could people buy stocks in me? The little red devil stares at you. If you were to set yourself up as a venture, then maybe. I mean, if you convince someone to invest in you, without breaking any laws regarding investment advice, I'd be impressed. So why not? So should I buy stocks? Look, there are rules in place. Norvik has laws governing what one can do and cannot suggest when it comes to financial agency. Your god made those laws to protect people of lower than average intelligence from being tricked by those with ill intent. Where can I buy stocks? You can buy shares directly from a venture trader. Basically, someone can give you a piece of paper that says, I owe you, with some legal information on it. Or you can go to a trade hub. I don't think the Tolstad exchange is open until after the election, though. Oh. Why am I talking about stocks then? It's not even open until after the election. Have you ever bought stocks? Sure, I spend about 40% of my income in risky ventures. Sometimes I even get paid in securities, which is nice since I don't have to pay any middleman. What about current trading? That's something I've heard about too. Oh, that's the art of switching between various currencies. Say you got a pouch full of old embers, that is, the old draconic coins. They're made of gold, so even though there are no government these days who support it, you can always just sell them for the gold value. Great. That's the most basic form of it. But when it comes to city-backed currencies, it gets more complicated. If you got 10 Brimarks, and let's say you want to convert them into Reedsian 10s, how many do you get? I don't know. Me neither. The value of each currency fluctuates day to day, as does the exchange rate to each other currency, not to mention the location as well. Tens are powerful because of the far reach of the Free Strider trading charters. Brimarks are nearly useless in Norvik, so the exchange rate, while still not nothing, is quite low. That makes Blood City corporations way less interested in investing here, which then perpetuates the weak value of their currency. Cigs of old Driminor are used in some places, sure, but bring them out to Norvik and any shopkeeper will laugh at you, holding out those shiny little crystal discs. While the penning is accepted automatically, almost as if it's a slightly less valuable crown. Then the soul is, on the other hand, extremely valuable just because of the Golden Horde's influence. And the Ilium Japala, those weird little ice cubes, well, I'm guessing you've never seen one and never will. Take one to the exchange station and they will quite literally think you're messing with them. But yeah, that's some info for you. That's a lot of info. He has been long-winded. I'm learning so much. He nods and grins. Economy, you know, messy and fun. Okay, yeah, that's all I have to ask about stocks. I learned way more than I cared to learn. Okay, what about alignment? Ah, yes, the overrules of mortality. Norvik does not moralize over alignment, officially, nor do most of the city-states across the coast. Then why don't we lock up all the evil folks? And you being a devil are, you know, yeah. Yes, you're evil. Oh, yes, indeed, it is pretty easy to spot. He flaps his wing. It can be pretty discriminatory at times. People assume I have their worst interest in mind, just because I'm ontologically evil. People can be so short-minded. You see a grin spread upon his maw. He's about to correct you. Small-minded. Yeah, that. Look, evil's not some objective thing. It's entirely internal, in line with Jorah's subjective opinion. There are good people who ruin the world and evil folk who do their best to maintain it. That's the deal. Yeah, and what do the laws have to say on resurrections? That's one hell of a question. He smirks for a while. The imp's enjoying his pun before moving on. What a sociopath. Higher tier resurrections aren't illegal. They're just not available anymore. What about low levels? There's Revivify. That's it. High-ranking officials love having clerics around for that one spell. Bunch of pussies. Not available? Figured a cleric would know better than me, but he says and shrugs. Sass. Spells over 4th or 5th are rarely seen these days. If you want to know why, go pray. Your god grants you magic. In his wisdom, he only grants higher power when needed. In your lifetime, it has not been needed a lot. After Earth died, it's been a bit hard for even the top-ranking clerics to manage higher-tier magic. At least if you believe the rumors at the towers, which you should. Does murder still count if the victim is resurrected? These are great questions. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting into the lore of this world, and I love just learning about everything. He thinks about the question for a bit. There's been cases. Heard of a man stabbed in a bar fight, bled out just in time for a drunk cleric to arrive, cast Revivify, and the bloke lived. The stabber ended up being charged with a major transgression of personal well-being. And that's not murder per se, but I'd argue it's more to do with the fellow's barrister making it clear to the judiciaries there was no killing intent. So not an accident, but not murder, just a brawl gone too far. But that'll be a hard sell if the victim wasn't breathing. A complex scenario, something clerics often have to contend with. But in most cases, I'd say yes. So don't go around murdering folks and revivifying them, cleric. Would be kind of funny, but you know, don't. Are you legally considered alive after a resurrection? Yes, for all intents and purposes, you are alive. Undeath, on the other hand, would be a very different affliction. And how is that defined? As long as the necromancy is considered of divine origin and the souls return to a healthy body, then it is considered as a normal resurrection. If the origin is more black magic type, as they say, or some kind of corpse animation, then it would be considered as bodily sacrilege. And that is top tier criminal offense. Good then. I'm alive. He laughs. Haven't met many talkative zombies in my day, so yeah, you're alive, cleric. Does death absolve your crime? I want to know this. Now you're asking real questions. But no, it does not. There's been actual laws signed in old kingdoms over this. He leans in, looking excited. You got the devil going. That's a good thing? Oh, he's dancing for you. Keep it up and he'll love you to death. So classic story, alright? A real bad guy is caught murdering his neighbor. Real sick. He's executed after a quick trial. Justice wins again. Everyone's happy. But surprise, some holy man raises him up a couple of months later. Death and rebirth. Holy man or foul necromancer. In this situation, the bad guy did technically pay for his crimes. His life was taken by the state. Just because somebody gave it back to him doesn't change that fact, right? Well, people weren't too happy with that, as you imagine. Thus, the common legal term for these days for capital punishment is DIP. Stands for death in perpetuity. Kind of funny when you think about it. I follow the law. Good, then you're better than most, he says and winks. So to keep criminals dipped, most states tend to hide, lock up, or simply burn corpses and spread the ashes using non-resurrectable methods. You know, this makes sense. Like, if you can just revive everyone, then I guess the families of the victims do not feel like justice was served. So a properly dipped dead guy should be able to return without the use of some miraculous 9th level spell, which is obviously these days isn't too likely. Thanks, that's all I wanted to ask about resurrection. Anything else? Citizen? Nods and leaves. Wow, that was a lot of talking, but I learned a lot about this world, and so far I really like this game. That was Esoteric Ebb. I really had a fun time with this game. I love the lore of the world and learning more about it through the dialogue and conversations, which are also shaped by your rolls. So if you roll low, then you might not get pieces of information that you might get if you rolled higher. Since I am a very dumb cleric, I'm sure there's a lot of things that I missed out on because my intelligence is just not there. And I really like that, how the story is shaped depending on how you perceive the world. I really enjoy the encounter that I had with a cold bull just fighting over a crossbow. I'm sure that you can definitely have very individualized experiences because of those roles, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the stories, and what an interesting story that was. I think this game might be for you if you are a big fan of tabletop RPGs, if you want all this lore, all this dialogue. It might not be for you if you're expecting a more combat heavy game and not a lot of dialogue, because this whole game is dialogue. I don't wish there was anything that was different. I'm really enjoying my time and I can't wait to go back into it. So that is my first impressions of Esoteric Ebb. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game so far, and if you would have chosen a different plan to execute beyond licking the helmet. With that, I'm gonna go take a nice nap and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!